We came back, unloaded everything out of the truck. Then we went and spent that $100 plus. We had to go on over to Academy because you know she goes home. End of this week,
Well,
end of next week.
I started to tell you, hey, let me just give you 100, then y'all, but I told you that because our daughter-in-law got a birthday Sunday, and she runs and works out, and I told you, so we just give her that card and say, well, it's 100, I'll just buy it. And she said, I'm going to buy some stuff at Dillard's, so I said, okay. But, yeah, old Zell hit 2 on the heat one twice in the exhibit hall.
Yeah, because it still wasn't there.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason. $100 Academy card. That's it.
That's it.
And we were in one class and you got a text from somebody, I won something, I got to go get it. What are you doing?
Let's cut it off. Let's cut that thing off.
Where's it at?
That would be some little
Where's the kid said that thing's got a little groove to go in. I ain't very good at finding them grooves. Is there a bottom piece?
road and bridges. Yes, sir.
There it is, ooh, there it is right there. Turn back on. Okay. As long as it's shining in mine. Okay. There it is. It's shining down, man. Let me go get my tool.
Okay. So you know. It just makes me look smart.
There you go. I need all the help I can get too.
I think they cut mine off. The lights out. I'm allowed to do it.
I think in the next week. It's her, the 27th. Either I'm gonna have to take her, or Big Daddy
I
gonna.
told the judge he won't schedule court no more when we gone all week.
Yeah, he drove through last time and found him. He had been up there.
Ooh, this.
He lives in Florida.
Oh, okay.
So, if he's going back that way, he'll stop and get us. He'll be calling us one day this week, I think. And if not, we'll be making some reservations.
Ain't that the truth?
You know, we'll take her back, spend the night, and come home.
How far is it? We got a little trash.
It's not that bad. It's about,
That's the sheriff's.
total, it's about 18 hours.
That looks like your sheriff.
Only because of I-40.
Yeah.
I-40.
And Holly Cadbury's and trucks.
Ain't no money.
And you got to be careful.
I was reading that one night, I was
They
checking
put those
emails
jeans
and
in
on my phone. I saw those flowers stuff coming back. I think he still must think it's gonna be, I hope he's just trying to bring us soft and it's not really bad.
I hope not too. And I don't think he's gonna give us ain't no reason to give us an intermediate now. We can wait one more. Next Thursday we're gonna have the finals anyway.
Well, and I still believe that every night, you know, it's gonna be higher than that 8.8 that he projected, because last year they projected 10 to come in at 13.
I'm sure we're gonna have a big ding on them.
In Turkey.
Yep.
Are you going to the Republican?
Maybe. I'm planning.
Let the judge over and watch an action. He has that.
I will bring you a student up over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably need one.
All right.
I told him you were better than he was.
A walker.
Call the court back to order. It's 10:25 a.m. and we're back for budget hearings. We'll start off with Road and Bridge. Mr. Davis.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. We have a whole lot to discuss here. We're asking for a bunch of increases, and believe it or not, in one or two cases, there's some decreases. But starting off with safety supplies, in FY '24, we had a decrease in the grant award for that, from that TAC account, so we're asking for an increase in this item of this $500. Cell phone allowance, we're asking for an increase of $1,280. This is due to the increase in everybody's phone bills going up, and all our guys out there, they use their phones all day long. Sand and gravel, we're asking for a $15,000 increase in it. The cost of native gravel has gone up $1 a yard, and clay has gone up also. Base stabilization has went up quite a bit, and they just informed us 2 weeks ago they're gonna go up a pretty good jump on it again before next year gets here. So we're asking for $175,000 in that line. But we use it and depend on it so much, we've got to have it. With all the heavy traffic we've got on our roads, there's just no way around not using it, you know.
Who do you buy that from?
Ash Grove.
Out of where?
They're out of Arkansas.
I had a conversation with the sheriff, and I forget the guy's name that owns Fluid Disposal. Mike Hayes. And he said that he has a pretty good deal or inside with wherever they get all their soil cement from, and maybe they could help us on.
I have reached out to them in the past and asked them to bid. Soil cement is something that's on a bid, on contract, and I have reached out to Mr. Hayes in the past and asked him to bid on it.
Did they not do
He
anything?
did not in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, we always put everything up for rebid once a year to, be sure we got plenty of options.
Sure.
So they are the cheapest that we have found.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't hurt for us to check back in with them. Just
Yes,
to
sir,
see.
we definitely will. And road oil and paving materials, they have steadily gone up. So just for us to continue just doing our little 20 miles of road that we do in-house, we're gonna need $300,000 increase in that line. I mean, it's just gone up. All our type D road oil, it's gone up significantly. I'm gonna say 20% since 2020.
Well, I bet so, since 2020.
And culverts and permanent structures, we're asking for $100,000 in this line. But for this year, 2025 year, that's due to the in-kind match that we got to do with TxDOT for the bridges they're building on Cypress Village and Peters Chapel. And contract construction, we're asking for a $150,000 increase. Mowing contracts up for a rebid in the future, and chip seals went up 10% since last year. So that's what it's going to take just to cover our contract construction. Equipment lease and payments, there's actually a $32,000 decrease. Road and Bridge was able to obtain a water tank, and we had a truck we mounted this new tank to, so we don't have to lease that water truck no more that we had been leasing in the past. So we're saving $32,000 a year there. Equipment, we're asking for $318,000 increase. This is request for a new pneumatic roller. We've got two of them that are 2000 models, so they're 24 years old.
Well, they, the sheep foot, or they the,
No, this is the 9-tire rubber.
what?
Rubber.
Rubber tire?
Yes, sir, 915. It's 9-tire, 15-ton roller. We've got 4 of them, but 2 of them's to the point where we, you know, they're breaking down on every job, so we need to get rid of them. We're also requesting, the balance that's due on that, broom, that Brose broom. We had it on that, lease buy option, so that's coming up. Also, equipment request, we're asking for a new trailer for the right-of-way crew. We need a 20,000-pound Pendle hitch trailer and a Mack truck. We want to set that crew up just like the Covert crew. We had that Ford F-450 with that gooseneck trailer, and it's breaking down on us every time we turn around. We've done spent over $15,000 on that truck alone in the last 2 years. The truck's just too light for that backhoe. So if we could
How
set,
old is that? How old is the truck?
it's a 2016, I believe. So we want to set it up just like the Covert crew. That way, everything out there be sort of uniformed. You know, the Covert crew, they pull a backhoe with pipe on it and all their tools and stuff, and they never have any kind of a problem. So that truck was just way too light to start with. And finally, we were requesting a brand new zipper to replace ours. I think it's a 2004. That's the machine we use. We put on the front of a front end loader, and we cut in cement and base failures. You know, we don't dig them up no more and haul material in there and put in a base failure. We just put bagged cement in it and use a zipper to soil stabilize it.
Did we buy a zipper for the front of that Bobcat when we bought it?
No, that's a planer. Now, that planes the ripples off of an oil road, if, you know, in the heat, how oil road will ripple. Yeah, there's quite a difference in the two. But that machine saves us a whole lot of time and money, that zipper, and using soil cement.
So you've got a zipper now that's just at the end of life?
Yes, yes, sir. It's like 24 years old, I think, something like that. It's just wore out. And we've had a decrease of $5,110 in our software support. Road and Bridge Department has migrated to the new work system, so there will be no setup fees associated with it this year. Auto purchases, we're asking for $117,963.32. The original budget request included an estimate for the new truck for the right-of-way crew to replace that F-450 I was talking about. And of course for the truck, auto leases, as far as the amount, we go with whatever Miss Haynes and Miss Lewis tells us on that. And thank y'all for your help. Updated quotes have been received from Enterprise Fleet Management, and we have been working with Kyle on a few of the corrections that need to be made on the quotes. Lisa had been off sick for the last couple of days. So I appreciate y'all's understanding. We will have all that ready for y'all. And like I say, most of the increases is all due to inflation. Several of the line items you're going to see increases on. I think y'all should have that list in front of you. And that's about all I'm asking for right now.
Is that?
Let me ask you a question. The new equipment that we got doing the potholes, is that Pro Patch?
Oh, it is working wonderful. We've got Boo-Goo compliments on it. Every road that he goes on, people call in and tell us, you know, thank you. They're very impressed.
My question, are we getting around the county with just one truck, or?
Yeah, he's making his way around, but yeah, of course, we could always use another one.
that was
But
my
it is
question.
getting
I understand that, I'm not trying to overdo it, but I was just wondering, if it was, getting around all four precincts in a ample amount of time.
No, sir, he's really not. You know, he'll work a week in one precinct, then he'll go to the next precinct, and, but we are running the Dura patchers and hand patching, but it would definitely be nice to have another Pro Patch truck or two, I guarantee you that.
Let me ask you a question on that pro patch. Do they, when they pull on the road, do they go from point A to the end of the road and hit everything while they're there, or are
Yes.
they going to specific?
No, they work the whole road,
Okay.
edges,
Okay,
everything.
good.
There's a real good guy on it.
I knew that, yeah.
The reason why I asked, and I know that I'm not the only, precinct that received calls, you know, and if we'll say that he's over in 3, the next place he's going to probably be 4, working his way around to 2, and it would probably be 2 or 3 weeks, and we're still receiving those calls,
Yes, sir.
you know, and it's just,
We do send our Dura patchers out. We've got 2, you know, Dura patchers. But it's just, you know, we've sort of shorthanded. We had to
Right.
pull those guys off to either go get a tree up or to fix a washout, so.
Do we ever use that little zipper attachment that we got for that little Bobcat during the 2016 flood?
Yes, sir, yeah. Yeah, we use that to plane the ripples off of the oil roads. You know how they ripple up in the heat sometimes?
Whoop-de-doos.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You said that you put in for materials and soil cement and oil for the 20 miles that we do. Now, are you talking about, because we, like this summer, we're just hitting about 12 miles, correct? That we're building in-house, 12 or 13 miles.
yeah,
Yes, so.
So, I mean,
The 20 miles is kind of what we base our goal on, when we do
Okay.
construction, that's a mile a week for each side of the county,
Okay.
that they're working. in.
Just kind of a starting point.
That's just kind of what we base our figures off of, just have a starting point.
okay, that's not including the seal coat that's done.
No, that is
That's just strictly in-house.
routine
Okay.
maintenance, not digging road wall, just using patching and overlaying our everyday operation.
So that's not just your summer rebuild program?
No, sir.
oh, it's year round.
Okay.
Winter, fall,
Well, I
spring.
noticed when you do your budget though, y'all hold a percentage of your
30%.
total
For
for
maintenance.
patch materials
That's
and
right.
stuff.
We went through that this year, in that first flood. We spent
Oh,
every bit
yeah,
of
yeah,
our money, our overlay and patching money was gone after that first storm. That's how much damage we had.
And
So-
I have to hold you guys back, I have to say, slow down on the overlays. There's a lot of overlay out there that needs to be done, that we could do, but the funds are not available.
Well, the way
It's a
I look
tight
at that
ship.
though, that's just material cost because the guys are already on the clock and budgeted.
Right, right.
Is there a number that if we had X for materials, I mean, we're talking about buying type D to overlay,
Yeah,
and what's it a ton now?
$9 a ton, with the increase coming pretty quick.
yeah, we just got a notice that the soil cement is going up like, what was it?
$750 a load is gonna go up next year.
Where's it at this year?
Uh,
It's going up an additional 750?
Yeah, from where it is right now, and I believe it's at 4,800 a load,
Yeah,
so.
about 4,800. So our salesperson was kind of like getting with me, so he worked with me. He said, how much can y'all squeak by with this year? And I said, well, could you go down to $10 a ton? He would go for that. But, so we only went up on us $10 a ton this year and worked with us. But he did say next year we're looking at probably about a $20 to $25 per ton increase.
What is
Where
it
did
per
you start
ton?
at?
Sir?
What is it per ton?
It's $186.50 per ton this year.
And it went up $10
Yes, sir, it was $176.50 per ton last year.
and it's going up,
About another $25 per ton next year.
and
Now,
it's
that does include.
25 tons per truck, so,
And that does include your shipping in that figure.
And all the other fees that they can tack on it.
but we're just not gonna do a road without soil cement in the base anymore. It just, you know, we did that years ago, and you'd be back in there redoing the road a couple of years later, you know. At least now you got a little fighting chance when you soil stabilize the base.
Yep.
I would ask that we consider, especially after November, when we hopefully get our assistance district, that we look at not ever single coating a seal coat road. Cause if we could, driving down 5 Notch and over on Page, I know it's an additional cost, of course, of rock, but there's no comparison between what we did last year in the single stage rock and what we did as a double gauge rock. So,
That's right.
I mean, I think.
Well, it was a learning curve, you
Well, I
know.
think for the longevity in life, that upfront additional cost, personally, I'd rather see us do fewer miles a year and double rock what we build, that we know we go get some longevity out of it than what happened to us last year, you know? It's just a thought, that, I mean, I think we've got to move toward, building, when we do get around to having a chance to build and do some work that we consider, with the longevity issue, because some of the stuff y'all started patching within a month of being through.
That's right.
So,
Well, I like the formula that we use. I like us going in soil cement and mixing the top, laying it down, and then having a contractor chip seal it. I mean, that road's gonna last you 30 years or more.
would you think a single stage rock on top of that's the way to go, or would you double rock that?
Well, you could come back 7 or 8 years later even and
Set
put another,
coat on it?
yeah,
We'd reach more road,
yes. Be more proactive, you know.
Dwight,
Yes, sir, Dwight. Yes, you're asking about the county assistance district, the sales tax, for the unincorporated areas. We're working on that now to get that, language and all added, to our ballot this fall. So we'll be getting the word out about that, yes, sir. So you can see right now, well, y'all can't see, but our budget is around $7 million for road and bridge, and that county assistance district could add $5 to $6 more million in there. So it'd be substantial, for us to try to fix more roads, whether we use outside contractors or what. It'll be a huge shot in the arm.
well, we either go ahead and use outside, or we're gonna figure out how to spend the money and buy our own truck spreaders and seal coat our own, and I don't know if that's something we wanna,
It's a pretty good idea.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
can do a lot of
definitely.
seal coating.
Yeah, we could. I definitely want to contract out all those busier roads in that Hosville, Longview area.
Well, it's a smart thing to do, but
Yeah,
then you don't have to have all your traffic control and, cause they can get in there and get it done.
That's right.
And get gone if the weather cooperates.
Any other questions for Mr. Davis on his budget requests? I'm sure we'll have some more questions, but for now,
Yeah.
maybe that's it.
we're still going to have more meetings on this anyway.
That's right, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'd ask if, in order to, it's hard to compare, cause you got so many big ticket items left that's open on some of these. When you look down to the bottom, it's hard to compare, the difference between what you're asking for with last year's as compared to this year. Even if we just fill in those blanks with what was there last year somehow, that we could get a running total.
Any of the ones that are left blank are ones that we need assistance from like HR or the auditor's office on figuring, because I don't see the.
Right, I I understand that, but it's hard for us to sit here and look at this
Yes.
and say, oh, well, you're asking for $500,000 more this year than you was last year, when you got some line, a few of them actually decreased, and then some of them are left blank. For me, I don't wanna have to take this and sit down at the computer and then try to go back in and add last year's numbers just to come up with a total, so I can visualize what we're looking at, you know, from year to year. I mean, maybe it's extra work that I just need to take the time to do it. But
Well,
I'm just saying-
I just would hate to put in numbers in there, cause I know everything's gonna increase, and all of the ones that I've left blank are pretty big ticket items. You know, looking at your salary,
Right.
related items and all of
Right.
that. And I know that's gonna change, and I'm not always privy to the numbers when I'm preparing the budget.
Commissioner Ebar, if you'll look in on your computer, that budget spreadsheet, I've tried to update it as much as I could, and I think I probably got it.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's not gonna be exact, but at least it'd give you some good ideas
You
there.
talking about in the
That-
CC share?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
And the budget spreadsheet has the current, slot list on there, based off of the ones that are due, step increases that Adrian has already provided to.
So-
That's the current, without any adjustments for raises.
Cost of living, sure.
Cost of living, those types of things.
Okay.
Right.
Any changes that are included in the budget request, that's strictly just step increases for employees that are due step increases.
Right, okay.
And I was about to ask if we made any type of arrangements to raise salaries of operators, the ones that we really need to.
I included, in my budget request, adjusting the whole department's pay scale based on my contact with surrounding counties, as to what they're paying their equipment operators, their dump truck drivers, the people in the department. I will have more of that information compiled at the next year.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, I did turn in some of it, but the expansion on kind of the numbers, unfortunately, with my illness, I wasn't able to get it all.
Yeah. It's the surrounding counties that's killing us.
Yes,
Okay.
well, and they're all consistent. It wasn't like I called one and said,
Right.
hey, what are y'all paying? And they threw out a number, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot. Everyone I called gave me basically the same figure.
And-
we were
and
pretty far behind.
Worst case scenario, we go up to what they're paying, then they go up another 10%.
Yes, yes.
That's been our experience with the sheriff's
Yes.
department, isn't it?
It
Yep.
has.
Any other questions? Lieutenant Poindexter, you,
Heath, if you wanna go to the next one, the sheriff will be here directly.
okay?
Hey, may I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Get up there, Davis.
So our next one is the jail and the main jail and the annex, so, the one after that's building maintenance, and that's at 1 o'clock today.
1 o'clock. He should be here directly. He was expecting at 11, and he had a quick meeting, so he should be here any minute.
All right. So 10:50, we'll break, recess for a few minutes till the sheriff gets here.